Hello everyone. In this video, let us try to see how to write a generic repository class. As we know very well, if I want to implement repository pattern, I need to implement it for each and every entity, like for employee, for department, for person. So instead of implementing for each and every department, which is time consuming, I can go for a generic repository. So I'll write a generic repository class. Add new item. I'm going to add a class. I'll name it as G repository. It is a generic repository. Let this class be public. Of type T. So this is how we write the generic classes, where T is nothing but a class, as all the entities are classes. So in this class, I'm first of all going to create the object of my org entities. Now we will try to implement the method. So first method is get all. So it is going to return an I enumerable of type T, and this is nothing but get all, and it's public. Now how do I get all? Now my get all could be from employee, it could be from department, it could be from person, it can be from anything, any entity. So I need to go for OE dot set. There is a method available here called as set, which returns the set. Now you can read this: returns a DB set instance for access to entities of the given type in the context. So I can say I need the set of whatever the entity type I pass dot to list. Return. Now in the same way, I can implement return type is T, get by ID, and I'll pass int ID, and here I'll say return OE dot set of T. From set of T, I want to find particular record. That's it. So this is how you perform select. So I'll say OE dot set. I'll make use of generic set method. Set is nothing but getting a set of records. Now in the same way, if I want to perform an insert operation, so public void insert, I'm going to pass an object of type T, and here I'll say OE dot set of T dot add T, add obj, that object, and finally I'll say OE dot save changes. So we are working in generic way. Now if it is an employee, it will return set of employee. If it is department, it will return set of departments, and works in the same sense. So in the same way, you can write update and delete functionalities as well. Now let me save this and rebuild my DAL. Now from my UI, instead of creating employee repository, I'll just try to create the object of G repository. Now what do I want? I want employee, so I'll just pass employee type here, EMPS. I can say employee repository equals new employee repository, and I'll say where EMPS equals to EMP repository, or instead of EMP repository, let us name it as rep. and this as result. Rep dot get all. That's it. Now this becomes a repository for employees. Let me put a breakpoint. Say F5. Now I should get the list of employees. That's really cool. Now if I want to make it a repository of department, I need to just change the type in the generic. Now it will become a department repository. Now let me say 5. It should return me departments. I get departments. The same way, if I want to make it a repository of any other entity that I have added, it will work in that way. So this saves a lot of code that we normally write. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much.